Hi, welcome back to the channel. Something a bit different today. I think this is a picture that you see an awful lot as people practicing with some kind of hearing device, whether it be in-ear headphones or over-ear headphones, simply because when we're practicing it does get a little bit monotonous, a little bit boring, and the amount of practice I do, I'll be perfectly honest, I probably listen to more music when I'm practicing golf than at any other time, with the exception of maybe in the car when I'm listening to the radio. So it really is quite important to me that I have some decent headphones to actually listen to music when I'm playing. The main problem I find, however, is that when you're listening to music with either over-ear or in-ear devices, then it's blocking out a lot of the sound that I'd normally get from the impact of the ball, the club going through the grass, and getting that kind of balance is pretty difficult. Well, I've been approached by a company called Lemuna, who have now developed a new pair of audio sunglasses which might solve the problem for me. Now, this isn't a sponsored video, I'm not being paid anything to do that, but they were good enough to send me a pair to try out to see whether I would actually use them or not. So I've been using them now for the past couple of weeks and really found them very good. You can basically, I don't know whether it's going to be your kind of style, but they're basically got the microphones and the loudspeakers built into the temple of the glasses on both sides. And because the arms or temples are separate from the actual frames, you can actually interchange the frames when you're using them. The question is that a better way of practicing than with the inner things? Now, most certainly I am able to get more of the feedback from the impact with the golf ball. I can hear the rustle of the club through the grass, and at the same time hear the impact together with feeling the impact on the golf club. It's amazing how important your ears are in feel. Well, at the same time, obviously I could just let my phone play at the side, but I'd be interrupting everybody else's practice at the same time, which wouldn't really be fair. But the question is, are they any good? Well, for a golfer, obviously, one of the first things is, are they comfortable to wear? These are 45 grams, which seems like a lot, but quite honestly, once you've actually got them on, you can't really notice it. They are quite comfortable to wear. And what I was worried about before is that, I've had glasses in the past. Bose brought out a set of audio glasses which are a good deal bulkier than these, and I had a bit of the feeling, especially with full shots, they're going to fall off my face. These seem a lot better because they've got a nice kind of wrap-around part at the back, which really kind of tuck behind the ears and actually pinch together nicely, so that even if you're looking directly down, they're not really going anywhere. And at the same time, I've got this capability of listening to my favourite tracks while I'm practicing. Now, I'm not an audiophile, so I can't really tell you whether this is great sound I'm getting, but it's most certainly enough for me. There's not a lot of bass in them, and it's a little bit tinny when you get into high range if you're wanting to listen to the music loud enough. Also, because it's quite a narrow temple, I don't have the feeling like the Bose ones that I'm getting quite as much sound into the ear as I was doing with the Bose glasses. But with these glasses, I think they're doing the job. Now, I know that you can buy more expensive in-ear devices and over-ear devices which will give you this transparency mode, but you're probably pushing $250 or more in order to get some that do the job correctly. And for that, you can get the sunglasses included. I think these are retailing at around $230, €240. So you're going to be able to basically get your listening device and the sunglasses in one package. Now, if you are practicing, especially in a sunny day, then obviously that's just one less piece of equipment to be carrying around with you. Are they any good? Well, as a pair of sunglasses, yes. I don't notice any difference between the Maui Jim or the Oakley glasses that I've been wearing in the past. Even when I'm reading a green, I'm getting a good feedback. They're not so dark that I can't see the grain in the grass, and they're also not so light that the sun in any way is blinding me. I'm looking here straight into the camera and straight into the sun, and it's really not a problem whatsoever. Also, the second pair of frames that are delivered with the glasses are really very nice to use when you are sat in front of the computer. How much of the blue light is being filtered, I couldn't tell you. Similarly to how good the audio is in comparison to them, I can only basically make a subjective opinion. Would I use them? Yes, I would, and yes, I do. This is something when the sun is out that I will use every time instead of my usual earpods, which, although I like very much, so it's just a normal earpod and just basically blocks out that kind of nice sound of the ball that I was talking about before. One of the things that also interested me is into what extent the rims of the glasses would actually interfere with my vision or kind of sit in my peripheral vision. And it's really not a big problem, especially with the style of these glasses, quite a big frame. And that means that I'm really looking right through the center of the frame at the ball, and you really don't get it. So both the style of the glass and also the weight of the glasses don't really bother me when I'm practicing. And as I said, this kind of the way that the temples are shaped, it's actually holding behind my ears without any kind of feeling of it putting too much pressure on, and this is staying nicely on my face when I'm practicing. If you're a big audiophile and the quality of the music is better for you, then you're probably not using your earpods or whatever device it may be in transparency mode anyway. But if you bought a pair of earpods or over ear headphones which are capable of transparency so that you can actually hear what's going on around you, you're probably paying over $250 for those as well. And although I wouldn't compare the quality of sound here with an over-ear headphone or even an in-ear headphone from one of the top developers like Apple or Bose, that you can most certainly get away with this, the quality of audio for the job that it's supposed to be doing here. If it's just kind of background music that you're looking for when you're working at the desk, or it's background music that you're looking for when you're hitting golf balls, then you really don't need the absolute best quality. And so if you're looking for deep bass and great pure high tones, then you're probably going to have to go over ear anyway. But it's all horses for courses, isn't it? It's what are you actually using them for? And I can tell you, I'll be using these. This is a great bit of kit, and it means that there's just one less thing to charge and one less thing to worry about or forget when I've been out there practicing, because I'm not getting any older and I do tend to forget these things. So a big thank you to Lemuna for sending me the pair, and I'll be keeping them if it's all right with you. If you would like to get your hands on a pair, I shall leave a link below. In fact, there's going to be a competition if you're watching this video early enough. We're giving away 10 pairs of these glasses to the lucky winners, and also discount codes of 50 or 25% for second and third place. So it might be worth, if you're interested in these, clicking on the link below and maybe checking that out and getting yourself a chance of winning the glasses. Otherwise, if you like this kind of content, this kind of review content, then please leave a comment below. If you don't like this kind of review content, you think I'm no good at it, leave a comment below as well. I don't mind, I've got broad shoulders, I can take the criticism. But I think this is something that actually interests me, actually looking at products, especially kind of niche products like, you know, smart glasses, which is not something that you would necessarily associate with golf, and it just kind of livens it up and makes it a little bit more interesting for me as well. If you like the video, as ever, smash that like button. Thank you all to my patrons for supporting the channel so well. If you'd like to become a patron, I shall also leave a link below. Until the next time, all the best. Good night.